All right. This is my after action report improvement plan tracker. And I've been using this since well over 10 years. And it's been one of the single most useful tools from getting those real world exercise lessons learned off from the paper and into your plans, back into your operations, and seeing those get done. And there's one trick in here. There's a couple of tricks, but one I'm really going to point out with the impact score that really helps make sure your energy is going the right places too. If you're using this and you ever have questions, go up to the top here. There's some notes here that give you a little more instructions on what to fill out there in case it's a little unclear. But start with the activity. What was the exercise or real world event? Just name that consistently. So if it was, the infectious disease full scale exercise, name that the same throughout. Jump over the task, put in the task straightforward status. It's going to be a drop down, and it's always going to be complete, on target, off target, or not started. Impact score. This is really important. Not all tasks are created equal, right? We get those after action and those improvement plan trackers back, and it's just a list. Especially if you're using those HC templates, it's just a jumbled list of stuff. And there's no way that we have time to do all those things, especially all those things well. So the impact score, take some time with your team, have the conversation, make it 1 out of 10. There's some things to consider in here you can go over. No sevens allowed. You'll find if you allow sevens, people will land on seven. You'll end up with a bunch of sevens. Make sure to fill that impact score out because we want to be working on eights, nines, and tens. That's where our energy wants to go. That's where we want to put people's energy because it makes more sense if we have an outstanding 10 and we have two people working, someone's working on a three and a 10. Get the person not working on the three, get them off the three, get them helping on the 10. Um, Primary lead. So that's who's in charge of making sure that the gap that was identified, the one that's going to be implementing that. So why this is important is this tool, I recommend one person owns this entire spreadsheet. So if you have a training and exercise coordinator or someone like that, they own this entire sheet. The first time they meet with the primary lead of who's going to do the improvement, they're going to fill out the task, the gap identified, the desired outcome, other people involved. So that's inside, outside the agency potentially, and then the project deadline. So they'll fill that out together. And then from there on out, your training exercise coordinator, the person who's owning this tracker, this is their agenda from here on out with every person they meet with. It's going to be probably a handful of different points of contact here, and they can just take this, go to the ones that that person is assigned to, and go over that status and update that status and see where it is. Um, the status should consistently change. And if you jump over to the dashboard, you get some cool stuff that spits out here. So right now you'll see it's pulling over all the tasks that we put in there for some dummy data. 12 tasks, 2 are completed, 10 are incomplete. Here's your impact score distribution. So there's 1 8, a few nines, a few tens. And then at the bottom is where does energy still need to go to? So 4 off target, 5 on target, 1's not started, 10 incomplete. You can also mess around. That's why I was talking about naming them consistent. Let's see with just from the airport. So we had 4 tasks from the airport, 2 completed, 2 are not complete. Or maybe we just want to see uh, tasks that had an impact score of 9. You have 3 there, 3 are incomplete. So you can mess around with that. It's great for your leadership. It's great for a quick snapshot. Has all the activities here that'll pull it over to see where you should be putting in that energy. So again, have somebody own this, a single person. They can use it as their meeting agenda, follow it up. Make sure you're working on those eights, nines, and tens so those don't slip through the cracks. Um, Let me know if I can help any other way. Download it. It's a Google Sheets. You can make a copy or you can download as Excel, and I hope it helps.